I'm focusing only on my breath. So when I do that pranayama, it is another form of a jabam where instead of the rosaries, I'm focusing on my breath. Or I play a particular music and I listen to one particular beat which is getting repeated in that particular music, and all my sensory organs is only focusing on that one thing. Or that is another form of a jabam, which can be a sloka, which can be a music, which can be a particular beat. It can be anything. In fact, as you are sitting in silence in your neighborhood, somebody is beating something, or they are washing their clothes, and there is some rhythmic repeated noise which is coming. Or you can turn that noise into a particular jabam when you peacefully focus on that. So anything can become a jabam when you decide to be calm, when you calm yourself, when you decide to get that peace for yourself, and when you move from all these many thoughts into one particular thought. So simple way by which you can help people to understand what jabam is. If you can move from many to one, and if you can focus on Christ, oh, that is jabam. You light one candle and you are looking at the candle, many thoughts, and only one of your sense organ is looking at the candle. Oh, that is particular jabam. You listen to one beautiful song, a very devotional song, and you're lost into that song. Oh, that is jabam. There is some fragrance which is coming, and you're focusing only on that particular fragrance, nothing else. Oh, that is a jabam. So moving from many to one is jabam. That is human effort. One to none is what his meditation is all about. That is his grace. So human effort is, yes, we can move from many thoughts to one thought. From one thought to no thought, but that happens with his grace. When I keep doing this long enough, when the child is doing and taking all the effort, when I see my daughter, or when I see, she doing the best of her effort to succeed in life, I as a father, even without she asking for it, looking at her sincerity, looking at her devotion, I would also want to participate and make my daughter win this game. If I as an ordinary father, if I can think in this way, he the immortal father, why is he going to always let me down? No, he's not there to punish me. He's not there to put me down. He is just watching this son of mine, this daughter of mine, and whatever effort they keep progressing with sincerity and devotion, definitely he's going to play his part. And that's why they say, when you take one step, he will take 10 steps.